Good evening, my crafty friends, and welcome to my crafters channel, Magnolia Crafts. Tonight, I am going to be doing this little stackable pumpkin. It was orange, and I spray painted it with Rust-Oleum stone. So, um, anyway, and this was my first time spraying it, and I think I did a pretty good job. I got a little too much there, but that's okay. It's unique, and I'm going to be covering not all of it, but some of it up. So, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have. I have some fall leaves that I got from Dollar Tree. These I got, I can't remember. Oh, Michael's. I just got these from Michael's, and they were like $5. Then I have some more fall leaves. And then I had these little, I call them curly cues in my stash. So we'll see if this works. All right, well, let's get started. So I'm not adding any lights. This is just going to be kind of just not a plain Jane one, but just a very simple project. And I forgot, I also have this little squirrel that I'm going to be attaching on there, and then I'm going to be writing on here as well. This is a little chalkboard. I got these from Dollar Tree. They had an acorn and a mushroom and pumpkins as well. All right, well, let's get going. So what I like to do when I do projects is kind of do a little bit of a placement to kind of see whether, I like how this is going to look. And I think these leaves are too big. So we're going to stay with the smaller ones in our stash. And this is the first time I'm doing this. So, yeah. And actually, these leaves are perfect. And see, I'm just going to leave them on there and leave the stem up. All right, so I'm going to put a little hot glue. And one good thing about doing these crafts, you can do them any way you want. And see, I love how the leaf curls around a little bit. And yes, I always use my finger protectors. Okay, so, and I'm also going to incorporate these little ones as well. But I want to get, look at this. I want to get, different colors on here. And we're going to do this one here. Yeah, these leaves are perfect because I love how they're wrapping around they're not just sticking out, they're wrapping around the pumpkin. All right, and let's do one of these up here. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I love to craft like if I have time, like a Friday night. Saturdays and Sundays is usually my go-to crafting. I think what I'm going to do, put that leaf right there, the little wooden one, because you have a little bit of glue showing through. So if you do that, you can improvise and put that on there. That looks cute. All right, so let's turn the pumpkin and let's see. Let's do a yellow one right here. And you see how you can see that glue kind of coming through. So that's what I was saying. I'm taking the little, kind of want to use a different color. at what I used up top. And that way it kind of hides the glue. Like I said, this is so simple. So what kind of crafts are you doing? I think I am on the tail end of uh, fall, kind of probably not going to make any more fall stuff. I still have some of my decor that's up and tubs that I need to get to. And so yeah, so I've been working on my diamond art, and I got some Christmas presents made, and I organized my diamond art last night, and so I pulled out my Christmas ones. So I'm going to start working on that. Ooh, that is a beautiful red. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be doing that as well. And I don't want to use too many leaves because I don't want to, cover up a lot of the stone that, I put on there. And I'm going to put this leaf here and kind of not up in there. All right. So I'm going to finish this up and then I will be right back. Okay, so I have my leaves on. Let me show you what I did so far. I'm probably going to put something there. That's my OCD kicking in. So I'll probably put one of those little wooden ones. And I had some areas that were a little chipped where you could see the, like, that's the color it was. And so that's why I decided to put leaves on here so it would disguise it. Another thing I found, I got this at Michael's a while back, but they have them again, is the ribbon. So you have all different kinds of ribbon. So I'm going to be doing some of that. So let's get on some of these parts that don't have anything. Let's put some wooden leaves, and I'm actually going to turn them up on this particular side. I'll make sure I'm not covering it so you can't see it. And there we go. So see, that looks good too. And that way I'm not covering up too much of the stonework on it. So that's kind of why I'm doing it this way. Like I said, you can, what's good about these little pumpkins is you can do them any way you want. But I just wanted it, a little filler. Okay, so I think I am done with that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe add something else. Okay. I'm going to push all this out of the way. I'm going to do, I think, this ribbon would be so pretty. So I've actually got to sit down for this one. But let's see what we can do. I was thinking of maybe putting it around like that. Or just putting it around the bottom because I'm going to do something at the top. I really should have did this before, but it happens. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually, instead of just wrapping it around, I think I'm going to tie it like a belt, even though it's not a scarecrow. And I'm actually wanting to do a scarecrow for one of mine, but I need to go to Hobby Lobby because that's where they have the little hat for the scarecrow. Okay, and then I think I'm going to wrap it around again because that way you can see it a little bit better. This is so pretty. Yeah, definitely pick yourself up some of that ribbon. So I'm going to turn it on its side and make sure you're in frame. And I am going to glue the end here so it'll hold. And we're going to tuck that behind. Whoops. There we go. Tuck that behind the leaf. And then we're going to come around and do the same thing. I'm going to cut this so I can actually just glue it to the same area. That way it's on there pretty good. Make sure we're in frame. I don't want to always have that I'm gonna knock it off frame and then you won't be able to see what I'm talking about. All right, let's get the little hairs there from the glue. All right. Okay, I think that looks cute. Gives it a little bit of a distinction there. And then I'm just going to see how this looks because I have a lot of red and orange and yellows. Look at this green. I think I'm going to, let's see. I think we're going to put this in here. Give it a little bit of a contrast so it doesn't look so orange and red and yellow. I mean, don't get me wrong, the colors are beautiful. I think, it's really, really pretty, but you kind of want to, jazz it up a little bit. That's why I use that other ribbon. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this in a knot and cut the excess off because I can always use the other one for another project. I don't want to pull too tight because I don't want the top to pop off because I just have them snapped. I don't have them glued. So all right. Sometimes my scissors don't want to work. Okay, and then that'll be in the back. But that's cute. Look at that. All right. Now the final touch. I will be right back to get a marker so I can write on my squirrel. Okay, and I got these markers off of Amazon. They're called 8 Bold. This is the chunky marker, and then they have the smaller ones as well. And this is what I use when you see my videos and you see my bulletin boards there. You can see them in the background. Okay, so all I'm going to do is write I'm trying to figure out if I have enough room there. I don't think I do. So we're going to do happy fall, y'all. That is my southern twang there. And I think up here I'm going to just draw a happy face. There we go. And so what I'm going to do, the packages, they come, I believe it's 6 to a pack, and they come with the jute string. So you can actually, I'm letting this dry, so you can actually just tie this to whatever you're going to, sorry, I got to make sure it's dry. Okay. I do not want to mess it up. All right, there's my sign. I took the jute string and tied it in a knot and then cut off the excess. And now we're just going to hang this on our pumpkin. Look at that. Very simple, very quick and easy. And most of the stuff I had was in my stash. So I think it turned out so cute. And I will take a picture. I'm probably going to just put this on my craft desk because I don't think I have any other room for it. So, well, I hope you liked it, and put a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you will get, and then press the notification so you will get a notification when I do a video. So happy crafting. I hope this inspired you to make something cute. Bye, everybody.